Hello everyone, Loremaster of Sotek here, back with another Tiktaq'to Vortex campaign video. Now, I want to start off by saying I realize that, so this is the second episode. The first episode was supposed to be an hour long, and I only did it for 30 minutes because I'm dumb. So what we're going to do is the third episode, so that's the next episode, is actually going to be an hour long. And then the fifth episode will be an hour long if, you know, we meet the 100 likes per video thing. In any event, hope you're all doing well. We are, of course, going after the rogue army faction here, who's been a thorn in our side for not very long. They haven't existed for very long. But nonetheless, we have to wipe them out because they're in the way. And if you're in the way, well, gonna have to put you down. Hope you're all doing well. I've had a pretty productive day. We're trying to get, between me and the editor, we're trying to get everything kind of finalized for Carrick 8 Peaks weeks, the kind of like the next phase. Because it'll release in phases, so what you can kind of think as oh, that was a whiff. Good dodge there from the AI though. I'll give him points where points are due. But yeah, what I was saying was so distracted. What was I saying? I don't even know. Oh, right. So we're kind of getting all the Carrick 8 Peaks stuff where it needs to be, because the next video in the series is done, but you know, I work with human beings, and as such, it's kind of that time of year where everybody's, you know, wrapping up college stuff wherever they are in the world, and our wonderful, lovely, amazing, sexy, just all the positive words I could ever say about anyone, editor is, of course, a college student. And so he's finishing up his exams this week, and he's studying hard to make sure he does really well on them. And that's what I want him to do, because obviously I want him to be successful in life. So we probably, the next Carrick 8 Peaks video, which is out and ready to go for editing, will hopefully finish being worked on. I think the estimates are by the end of this week, and it'll release for patrons. Like the second I get my hands on it, it'll go out for patrons, and then it'll probably go out at the start of whatever week is after that. For everybody else, depending on, you know, a few factors. Alright, so we leveled up. Let's get renowned and feared, and then let's go ahead and start working on our ability as a fighter. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up that Blessed Stegodon. That way we get the Rite of Primeval Glory. Awesome. Old One Treasure Trove. And this place leveled up, so let's get to work on the alignment of crafting. Alright, things are looking good. We got a 20 stack. Alright, so we'll go ahead and end our turn. We got the Venom of the Firefly, or the Dragonfly. Or was it Firefly? I don't know, I'll check in a second. But that gives us poison tax on our character, which is good. So I think our goal now will be to run over to the Kingdom of Beasts to see if we can capture that tower. Yeah, that one. Before the orcs manage to lose it to Krokgar. So we're gonna slap ourselves in march stance and we're gonna hustle. More replenishment. Ooh, baby. Okay, that's all being built. Ooh, yes, more marble, please. And cows. Gotta have cows. Hope you're all doing really well. It's been a fairly good week so far. I was watching most of the news out of Warhammer Fest for the last few days, but unfortunately, Warhammer Fest this year felt a lot like it's felt in prior years as far as like dealing with the issue between fantasy and 40k, where it just kind of feels like they're not really putting a lot of great effort into Age of Sigmar and are instead focusing purely on 40k right now. And like I'll put it this way, the main game, damn it, he took it. It sucks. The main game for Warhammer 40,000 is of course 40k, and then for Age of Sigmar it's Age of Sigmar, and then there are side games like Warhammer 30k. You can do, because I think you can actually use the models in 40k, but it's not really the main point. But there's whatever it's called. Man, I'm having a hardcore series of brain farts right now. You are so... Oh, okay, Defensive Alliance. That's better than nothing. I guess I'll go north and fight Sundberg. Because I'm not going to fight Krokgar. Krokgar's my bro. Even though he's going to be a little mad at me for trespassing, but that's technically his fault. Any event. Oh, now I remember what I was saying. So, kind of one of the issues I have is that with the way Games Workshop is kind of handling their IPs right now, is that we kind of have this whole thing about... we kind of have this whole thing where they've been developing a lot on the Horus Heresy, because, for those unaware, Horus Heresy is like a super popular book series based in like the kind of one of the big pivotal moments of Warhammer 40k. It takes place during the 30,000th millennium, and has entirely to do with the Empire and basically nobody else, which is why I'm not a big fan of it. I know a lot of people like it. I'm just not one of those people. I've always found it a little obnoxious, but anyway, it's a very, very well supported series, and it's kind of one of those things where it's like it's really, really good on top of being insanely well supported. So it has this really nice feedback loop of they release something new for it that they worked really hard on, and they like have this group of writers. I forget what they call them. I think they call them like the Council of Terra or something, but it's a group of Black Library authors who have to work together to try to make sure that the books have as much like continuous lore between them as possible, to make sure the story remains consistent and like well written, which is super cool. But one of the things that's always made me mad is that they never even considered doing that for fantasy. They like threw fantasy under a bus. Venom of the Firefly Frog. That was a really good item in tabletop. And I always get irked when I think about that. But so anyway, I don't really want Saurus unless I'm going to be able to get Saurus of Shields. So I'm just not going to. So anyway, so Warhammer Fest, they've started supporting Warhammer 40k or 30k Horus Heresy as like, I don't know if it's a standalone game or if it's just like collector's models, but I'm pretty sure it's a standalone game. And if not standalone, you can at least use the models in 40k or something like that. So it's been getting a ton of support like all the time lately, which is pretty butts if it's not something you yourself are like really interested in playing. So like we had Warhammer Fest, which is supposed to be a big event during the year that supports all of the major IPs, and instead we got nothing for Age of Sigmar. It was brutal how not we got. Like they showed off the new General's Handbook for 2019, which everybody knew was coming because there's one every year. And there's nothing like special. There's nothing super special about it. It's just like, hey, here's the new competitive rule set that's going to like make the game hopefully more balanced. So it was like, okay, that's cool. And then everything else was for like little side games. And they talked a little bit, like the tiniest amount possible, about the new edition coming out, but that still feels like it's a ways away. So I was pretty bummed with it, because like I like Age of Sigmar a fair extent, and I want to support it best I can for it to be like good. But it just sometimes it really feels like they're trying their hardest to not support it, and it's just kind of frustrating. Just because I don't know. But so that was kind of a bummer on my week. I was hoping for us to get like some exciting news about like a new faction or something coming out, and they just didn't have anything for us. Which is kind of funny, because there were some fairly exciting, not super exciting, but like little bits exciting new stuff that they kind of talked about and put out a little bit ago for AOS, because like they talked about the new Sylvaneth book and yada yada yada, but they didn't they did it before Warhammer Fest, so like it's already been out and stuff for a while, so it's kind of like, okay, like it was just very strange. They've handled it very oddly, I guess is my overall opinion. I've just not been terribly impressed. Actually, we're not going to build anything here until I can get this, because that'll make all the buildings cheaper. But, so that was kind of like the bummer of this week. But other than that, some things have been going well. Trade agreement broken. Did they lose control of that territory? Oh, he did. Well, I'm just going to march straight back then. Because if I could take the Golden Tower, I would be the happiest girl at the ball. Oh my gosh, he is getting like torn apart. Holy shit, we need to hurry. Is it Queek? Hustle! Quickly! Quickly! Don't die on me, bro. Wonder if I can get military access by pledging to join the war. Oh no, he actually does not want me to fight. Well, too bad. I'm coming. What's up, wood elf bros? I'm tempted to have an alliance with the Tomb Kings, but we'll come back to that. Let's not run before we're walking, so to speak. But, yeah, things are going well. I'm going to turn up the desktop audio just a little bit. Really, really excited for the end of this month. Lots of really cool things coming up. I'm just ready for this week to end. Like, we've got Total War 3 Kingdoms coming out, which I do intend on playing at least a little bit. I want to do, like, a full campaign playthrough, at least. Then there's Chaos Bane's coming out, which I need to put out my review video for the second beta like really soon. I keep putting it on the back burner so I can work on other projects, and I need to stop that and like get to work on it. Because I really enjoyed it. I mean, I haven't really gotten to talk a lot about it, but like Chaos Bane is definitely one of those games that when it's out, I'm probably going to play it every single afternoon, at least during the week. Because I'm wanting to put out a full schedule of live streams. So, because I think what I want my daily schedule to look like is a 7 a.m. video. And he took it again. Oh my god. Maybe if I just hang around, Queek will beat him again. I'm just gonna fly over here. But, need 24, okay. But the way I'm hoping for the new schedule to turn out is like a episodic video goes out every day at 7 a.m. So those will be your you know, Mortal Empire campaigns, Vortex campaigns, and whatever like series I'm working on that I'm recording but not live streaming. So like this. Then what I want to do is at 8 a.m. every morning on weekdays, so Monday through Thursday, I want Monday through Thursday there to be a video or a live stream of whatever game we're working on. So like right now, the morning streams are dedicated to Age of Mythology. And maybe after we finish Age of Mythology, they'll be dedicated to, I don't know, multiplayer live streams or Three Kingdoms, or, you know, something that I'm playing towards a goal, but it's not, but I want to live stream it, you know. Yeah, we'll take the wisdom of the old ones. Makes buildings cheaper, just makes them take longer. I'm totally cool with that. 3 turns until that's done. Alright, let's pop into Astromancy Saint so I can see what's going on. I think I can recruit in Astromancy Saints, can't I? Let's get rid of these Javelin Bros. They're a little expensive. Well, they're more expensive than the regular guys. I don't want to hang on to the regular guys. Give me some Spearsaurus. But, okay, he wants to reestablish trade. It's fine. And then I'm thinking after we deal with, and then after the episodic series every morning, the thing that I've been struggling to do, but I want to get back to doing, is streaming on Twitch in the afternoon. So like stream in the morning from, I don't know, well, I do know, 8 a.m. to like 11 a.m. Somewhere in that ballpark every morning. And then go from there to take a break, you know, to get food or do whatever it is I need to do that day. If I haven't like already committed good time to it. Saurus Garrison. And do any of these provide... No. I don't get any more garrison goodies. Could put a cav building here. Let's do the money building. And then go on Twitch in the afternoons. So for Twitch, doing something like having chaos, and that's where the Twitch for the afternoon stream. So it'd be like from noon or maybe 1 to 4. It would be Vermintide or Chaos Bane or things like that. Alright, looks like he's not under attack. So I'm gonna remain in this stance. I guess let's go fight the Tomb Kings in the desert. That seems like fun. Because every time I think I walk over to that settlement, he's just gonna magically teleport in and take it so that I can't have it. And it's just gonna keep making me mad, so... Not mad enough to hurt him, but mad enough to at least think about it. I might get a second army soon, too. Because I run primarily skink forces with Tiktaq'to. It's easy to... his armies are cheap. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. So that would put me at 2 videos a day. Because there would be like an episodic video in the morning. And then a live stream on YouTube at 8 a.m. And then everything else would be on Twitch. I think my only concern for that would be when would be best to release like new, like completely new content, or not new content, but like a new video, for instance. So, like, if I wanted to do my review video for Chaos Bane, I kind of have to think about where that would fit in there. So maybe, you know what? Maybe what it would be better to do instead would be able to do... and I'd love to hear feedback from you guys on this. But maybe it'd be better to do episodic series, like these campaigns. Maybe it'd be better to only do those on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I would release like regular videos in the afternoon. Or in the, well, I mean, they could also be in the morning. But that's where you would get stuff like thoughts videos on certain games, or videos talking about like new stuff coming from Games Workshop, or rumor mills, or like what my predictions are for certain legendary lord, and yada 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 yada. I could see that working really well, especially because I would like to have it where on Saturdays, or because on Fridays I don't want to. I know I don't want to do like a traditional live stream on Fridays, because on Fridays are pretty much always going to be committed to the tabletop tournaments, or Challenge of the Old Ones is what I want people to call them, but people don't call them that. I was thinking about giving him a gift of money because I really want to get that military access handled, but you know, we'll play it by ear. Are those the wood elves up there? Oh yeah, it is. That's really funny, actually. I'm guessing they're at war with the Tomb King bros here. But yeah, I would love to know y'all's thoughts in the comment section, like what kind of schedule you'd like to see. Because I think the Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing would work really nicely, now that I think about it, because I am running 3 campaigns at a time right now, which may not always be the case. You know, like when we complete one of the campaigns, it might go up or down depending on various factors. It's hard to say. But yeah, it's just something I've been thinking about. Let's get more money. And then, do I want to just attack this dude? I mean, his army's pretty trash. I think I do, but I don't want his garrison joining, because that just gives him, like, free stuff. Then we're going to wander over here. Pop into, like... maybe ambush position? In camp position would be pretty strong. Okay, let's do that. Let's see if I can lure him to come fight me. Yep. Come and get it. You dead boys aren't part of the great plan anyway. You were when you were alive and you had skin, but unfortunately your arrogance led you to this, and now I've got to put you down. Oh good, he fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. I'm trying to think of what campaigns I even want to do once I finish the ones we're working on. Not that any of them are super close to being done. I mean, the Tic-Tac-Toe one, we still got plenty of episodes to go. The Icket Claw one, I could see being relatively short, even though it's a Mortal Empires campaign, just because his objectives are really easy. Because it's just like, get Skaven Corruption up to a okay degree in a few random places. It's not hard. Alright, let's do them, then Saurus, then Red-Crested Skinks. We'll have Blowpipe Skinks. Pterodons, we'll wait until he gets nice and crowded in. Alright. And I've got the superior range with my Stegodon, so we'll just sit back here and wait, because he's going to get his full army together before he comes after us. Which we want, that's good. And we're going to spread out our Pterodons like so. That way, when the archer legions show up, we can just casually fly over them and drop bombs. Looking forward to getting Ripperdactyls in this army, so I can be a little more aggressive with Tiktaq'to. Alright, dead boys. You picked the wrong battle. I actually really enjoy these choke point maps. Like, thankfully, they're not super common. I do wish it was a little easier to, like, see where they were on the campaign map, so you could, like, reliably lure your enemy into them. But yeah. Oh, this actually reminds me of a mod I've been wanting to check out, which is the encampment map mod. Which encampment maps are essentially where you, if your army is in encampment stance and they get attacked, they basically get a special map that has like little tents and stuff based on whatever faction you're playing as. But you basically get advantageous terrain if you pick a encampment stance, because it kind of represents your guys, you know, like willingly setting up there, which I think is actually really, really cool. Might be something to look into having in the actual game. But I still need to like check out the mod and see how good it is. But that'll be something I do on my own time. But just a random thought. Oh, and for those of you curious, I have been adding in the mods I'm using into the description of all campaign videos. So if you're like one of those people that enjoy the way I play the game, or you want to play the way I play the game, and you're like, I don't know what mods you use. Well, now you can just go down into the description, and there's all the links. They're not labeled, but it shouldn't be that hard to just click on them and see where they go. Alright, we're going to focus our efforts kind of like in the middle. That way, when the bolt hits, it has a good chance of hitting like multiple units. Just like that. There we go. So how many archer units are there? 4? Okay. Oh, beautiful. I love that bolts like skid across the ground. It lets them do so much damage. It's just hilarious. Alright, we'll wait until the archers are in range, and then we'll send out our death squads to take them out. Alright. Let's fly. We're gonna send the Skink Chief in to be shooting on the Tomb Kings.
Sotek.
Next group. Actually, don't want to waste any more rocks on them. Let's just focus these guys down. Tic-tac-toe. I'm going to fly into this mess. Actually, all the pterodons that still have rocks, come here. We're going to just bomb these guys. This is going to get laggy. Just with the sheer number of people on the screen. Oh, the skinks focus them down. Alright, pterodon riders. Right there. We can actually turn y'all into melee mode. Oh wait, no, y'all are fine. Positions! Positions! Any more? Yep, got another wave here. And drop. Whoosh! I love that fire effect. Alright, I think we've dropped all rocks, which did a hilarious amount of damage. Alright, let's take out all these archer blocks. Don't fight them, you silly gooses. Well, don't fight them when you're surrounded. Things are looking fine down here. Stick it on. Let's get involved. Alright, so we've got the Cold One Riders involved, and the Stick It On. Just plows a hole. Alright, everyone with ammo, let's show up to the fight, and we're probably going to charge in here in a second. Alright, everyone has dropped rocks, right? Yes. Alright, skinks are opening fire, doing what they do. Alright, I'm gonna have you guys rain down fire. Tic-tac-toe, I'm gonna send in against the enemy Tomb King. There he is. Let's tear him up. And those of you that are out of ammo, let's get some rear charges in. Ah! Oh gosh, stick it on. Just gonna do our best to cycle charge. Put that Stegodon weight to use. Alright. Enemy general is dead. Get Tic-Tac-Toe back up in the air. Where's the other one? There's only one more Tomb King holding this mess together. I don't know. I'm just gonna jump into the fray. Okay, they're all mass dying. That is a lot of dead skellies. Oh goodness. Okay, so we're a bit over time. That's okay though. So, alright. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I will be back tomorrow for sure, which I believe tomorrow is Alberic? Pretty sure. I think it's Alberic, then Ikit. And if we end up doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule, the way that will probably pan out will be Alberic on Mondays, Ikit Claw on Wednesdays, and Tic-Tac-Toe on Fridays. Oh, nice. So we got the Mask of Heavens. Although the Mask of Heaven's power is fading, thrice blessed artifacts such as this are not so easy to destroy. Something is amiss. Tic-Tac-Toe, Hexel's greatest pterodon rider, the legendary Master of Skies no less, must search for the source of this disturbance atop his fearsome mount called Zwup. With the connection to the rest of his pterodon pack weakened, however, he must call in riders from further afield to aid him. Once Tic-Tac-Toe has assembled a complete squadron, he can begin to his search for the cause of this blasphemy. And it says, with his squadron finally assembled, Tic-Tac-Toe sets off in the direction of the disturbance. The weakening of the Mask of Heavens began when the Master of Skies arrived in the Southland's jungles, leading Tic-Tac-Toe to conclude that the continent must be the source of the disturbance. Be that as it may, the Southland's jungles are vast and immense, and searching through the dense jungle canopy is no easy feat, even for the most experienced aerial combatant among the lizardmen. Pausing for thought, Tic-Tac-Toe realizes that the search must begin where he first noticed the power of the Mask of Heavens fade. Alright, we'll just take care of a few little things here. Sure, let's get some armor. Thick-skinned. Guerrilla Fighter would let me have an all-Vanguard force, which is totally worth it. We'll just go ahead and take care of everything here. That way we can start off next episode by just, like, immediately giving orders. And we want lookouts in all these places. Level up our settlement there. Look at all this money. Look at all this money. We can go ahead and take Kasavar really quick. Oh, nice. Alright, so this is a very excellent place to stop as we begin our war against the Tomb Kings. What do Blessed King Skirmishers have? They have magic resistance. Okay. Alright, thanks again for watching, everybody. Catch you next time. Bye.